but they've got to have their hats in the ring. It's time for bronze here in the Continental Qualifying Tournament in Antalya, Turkey. And a curious match between two Spaniards. Both 19 years old. Elia Canales goes up against Ines de Velasco.
On target number 1, representing Spain, Elia Canales. On target number 2, representing Spain, Ines de Velasco. The line judge for this match is Mr. Chava Todd.
Well, here we have it. Two Spaniards shooting a match that may well be the playoff for the Olympic spot. That, well, arguably you could say Canales booked for Spain only because she went first in the quarterfinals. They both made it through their quarterfinals, both lost their semi-finals. The emotional roller coaster, you have to say, has been a rockier one for Canales on target number 1 than it has been for De Velasco. Well, I think we're about to find out how important this is. And the telltale sign for me is there's no coach in the shooting area. Canales will get us underway.
Nine. 9.
Well, good sighters from both of them.
Really long holds again, and with no coach behind her, no one counting down the clock either.
Quality of archery, very good.
10.
9's followed by 10 for Canales, so she's put a little bit of pressure here on already. What can Ines de Velasco produce with her final arrow? Also in the 10, just on the ring, getting on the line is enough to score the higher score. 1 set point apiece. For a neutral, that's just what you want. You want to see this one go all the way to the wire, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to be absolute nail biter all the way through. Both archers desperate to win this. This could be their selection process for that spot that's been claimed for their country. So neither having a coach behind them. Perhaps the country have said, right, you're on your own, girls. Go out there and you know, do your thing. And it was interesting to see Canales straight over to her teammate before starting, just to say, you know, good luck on this. So, you know, obviously, you know, they know each other well and wish each other well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the gloves are off now, but mutual respect shown before, as you say, putting up the raising the hand for the fist bump, which has become a common thing in sport, either bumping with the fist or the elbow now in these, well, hopefully soon to be post-pandemic times. But archery, a sport known for camaraderie across nations, across continents, and mutual respect across the board. Here, even with two athletes from the same country, potentially one going to the Olympics, one not. Start of the second set here, all square.
Ten. 8 or 9.
So mini advantage, but the 8 from Canales marked with an asterisk, which means it will be measured at the end.
9.
Seeing that shaking again in the front arm that we saw before in the last match.
10.
Didn't matter though.
Last time we saw that, I think the result was a 6. Now she's come away with a 10 and an opportunity, massive opportunity here. Only a 25 that could be marked up to a 26. So a 7 to potentially take all the points here. An 8, and she's definitely taken the lot. She gets it into the 9. Beautiful shooting, back-to-back 28 and a 3-1 scoreline in favour of Ines de Velasco. You've got to feel for Canales, haven't you, here?
It's all to play for. 3-1, set system, anything can happen. She's got to keep her game face now. She's got to stay in her groove, go out there, shoot the best arrow she can.
Easier said than done. Well, of course, you have done it. You've been right up there, world #1. The pressure must be immense when you come down. Have you been in a situation where you've shot against a teammate for a prize? I mean, whether that's selection for an event or a squad.
Yeah, European Games, Baku, I shot against Naomi Fulcard, teammate around there. It's hard because you know each other. You know each other inside out. And I knew she was the better athlete, but I nudged her and I managed to knock her out. So it's an interesting balance. It can go either way. The underdog or the favourite, it's just so hard to call. And you've got to keep yourself in the present, each and every arrow, one at a time.
Yeah, you certainly have. 3-1 to De Velasco. So Canales on target #1 will shoot first. And now that you've mentioned Naomi Fulcard, we should congratulate her because she has been named on the British team who have qualified already for Tokyo. Which one of these two is going to join her? Drifting out into the 8. No chance of a mark on that one. De Velasco must be riding high here. Another long hold there, drifting out onto the left and into the 8 as well.
Her not having a coach behind her could be a huge factor. Normally you've got 20 seconds to shoot. Normally your coach would be behind you, counting you down, perhaps 10 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and not hearing that could have an impact on her.
And do you think that's likely to mean that she's going to release earlier than perhaps she would, or is it likely to be later?
It's hard to say. She's just got to keep that shot moving, but she tends to have these longer holds, and just try and keep them going. And that's really not going to help her.
Yeah, no one to turn to in her hour of need. Canales, same age, just 19 years old, has a huge opportunity here to draw level. Oh, she's taken it with both hands as well. Superb response from her. It definitely will be 3 set points apiece after this one. Is the world falling apart for Ines de Velasco? Back into the middle, one left, one right, and into the middle. Finishing with a 10 will give her the confidence she needs going into the 4th. But this roller coaster that Canales has been on, not over yet the ride, is it? Not just yet.
3 apiece in this 3rd set. We are going to go all the way here to the 5th. So, it's going to be interesting. If they win 1 apiece, it will force a tie and a shoot-off. It could be a shoot-off for potentially that spot for the Olympics. So, it's just absolutely nail-biting.
It's got that run all over it, hasn't it? But just suspect the momentum is with Canales at the moment. And the wheels are just wobbling a little. She needs to have a chat with the coach and the engineers, and well, get herself back onto the shooting line in tip-top shape. 3 apiece here in this continuingly intriguing women's recurve continental qualifier. This particular match is between 2 Spaniards going for a bronze medal, but we think going for the Spanish Olympic spot as well.
8. Ten.
Well, just when you think that someone's having a big wobble, they steal an early lead here. Pressure must be immense for Canales.
9.
Just dropping low could be a sign of just maybe a little bit of a soft shot, not keeping the pressure on under all this pressure she's facing.
9.
Big opportunity here. Big opportunity here for De Velasco. Canales knows that, and she knows she needs a big score here. Oh, she didn't look happy, did
Didn't
she?
you see the little movement just as she shot? There was a little forward release, I think, a little bit of a soft shot. And I mentioned that just arrow before, they were dropping low, weren't they? The power came off and a miss.
Well, what an incredible set of archery there. A beautiful, fantastic 29 from De Velasco. And you've got to say, Ines de Velasco probably would have won that set anyway. But the continuing saga of Elia Canales, I mean, I just can't put it into words. How did that miss happen?
Hopefully we're going to see a replay, but I think as she was at full draw, she just went a bit soft on the shot. So instead of that backhand powerfully going round, as we saw there, around the back of her neck, I think we just saw a little nudge and movement where she let the power off and it just lost the power from the bow and the arrow dropped low. Let's see if it's in the replay.
Well, we didn't get it, and what a shame, because it could be a telling moment, not only in the match, but also in the outcome of who will go to the Olympic Games for Spain. A miss, you don't see them very often. You certainly don't want to see them in an Olympic qualifier if you're standing on the shooting line. But it does mean Canales is 2 set points down going into the 5th. She needs to win this one hands down to force a shoot off. Great start, good recovery from her. Ines de Velasco has been in the middle of the target now for 4 consecutive shots, recovering from a 6 in the 3rd, and she remains there. Form solid. Just when the momentum looked like it was with Canales, 1 weak shot and everything has changed around. And there is another. Oh dear, out into the 4. Nikki, what on earth happened there?
She knew, didn't she? Straight away she knew. I think the pressure is just getting to her. This literally is the fight for potentially their Olympic spot right here.
Canales finishing with a 20. It's not enough. A 2 to win, and we have had confirmation whoever wins this is going to the Tokyo Olympic Games. Big shake. It's in a 9. It's a fabulous finish for Ines de Velasco. Not only has she picked up the bronze medal here at the Antalya Continental Qualification Tournament, she has also booked her place in the Spanish archery team for the Olympic Games in a little under 50 days' time. Nikki, what a day for her, and what a day for her teammate.
Yeah, I think, she didn't show the emotion of happiness. She just consoled her teammate there, who has just lost her spot for the Olympics. So yeah, huge emotions. It just means so much to these archers. It really is the pinnacle of our sport. To get there, to get a spot for the Olympic Games means everything.
Congratulations again for the
Yeah,
bronze
well
final.
spotted as well,
Ines
Ines
de
de Velasco, just containing her celebrations for now, thinking about her teammate and what crushing blow that must have been for her